This week it's just going to be me and Kate, and we are going to be diving into what is on tap here at CrossFit Grandview and Grandview Barbell for the rest of 2025. And I have some notes, and some of the stuff, it pops up in your newsletter week to week, month to month. But we're going to lay out the whole year, and we have a lot of events and a lot of things going on that I get questions pretty often, like, hey, when is this coming up? When is this going to happen? And again, if you guys look at that newsletter, it's usually on there. But this will help you hear it. So when I was in school, I remember learning, like, it's good to, like, see things, hear things. And maybe this will help you wrap your head around some of the events will like announce that they're here. But if you've only been here for a few months or a year, some of this stuff might be new to you. The first thing I want to talk about is just the training cycle we're going to be doing in all levels. And it is what I like to call our fall strength cycle. And I tweak it year to year. So last year we did kind of like I would say it was almost like a hybrid of what Power Hour looks like with bands and chains, lots of work like that. This year it's going to be a little different. We will be doing some more traditional like CrossFit strength moves like power cleans. I'm adding front rack lunges to the strength cycle, thrusters. But that's going to be like every third week. And then most of the training cycle, I'm just looking at it, and you guys actually have this PDF. It's going to be based around squats, deadlifts, and strict press, bench press. We also do have some weighted pull-ups in there as well. So we'll be hitting, it's not just focused around the three main power lifts. We're kind of spreading the pain out a little bit more. But what this will culminate in 8 weeks, so November 17th, is a Rogue Total. And what that is it is a powerlifting-esque total day, but with a front squat, a strict press, and a deadlift, whereas a powerlifting total is going to be a back squat, bench press, and deadlift. So this is a little bit more geared towards, I would say, more CrossFit-specific strength. And it's going to be gym-wide. So this will be a fun day and a fun event, November 17th. So we've had this the last few years.
Did we do it last year about the same time?
Yeah.
I remember doing that.
Yep. So we had it the last year, but it was just an all levels class, but Power Hour is going to be doing it and level 2. So we're all going to be rowing in the same direction as a gym towards this date. And I'm not sure if we'll do it in level 2 class and Power Hour class. I may force everyone into the all level class and take over the level 2 area as well, and just to bring the energy. So it's like a big, fun group. So, yeah, push Power Hour into the CrossFit room. And
at noon, you mean?
No, at all class times.
Okay.
So just make it, I would probably cut off, like, the Power Hour classes and the level 2 classes that day. Everyone would just come into CrossFit to do it.
I see.
Yep. So that's where I'm going with it. We still need to discuss some of the details, but I want big classes. I want 25, 30 people in class.
Get Alex Gale in here?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll definitely do like a video day on that day too. It's fun. It's something to target.
Then people would have more options for class times to come in anyways. It's not like they're going to be at a disadvantage.
No. You'll have 10.
5:30, 6:30 for the 6 a.m. Power Hour.
Yeah, you'll have 10 classes to do it.
Yeah.
And I'll talk to the coaches if they're like, hey, this is going to be overwhelmingly big. We may still allow it to be done in Power Hour or in level 2, but I think we're going to just roll it out gym wide. And we'll have the whole CrossFit gym to do it. So we'll take over the level 2 area. So we can easily do a 50-person class that way.
That'd be fun.
40, 50 people. I might even have 2 coaches in there during like those mixed times. So they can be walking around, and it's good to have coaching. And I like to coach people on those days too. A lot of it is just being a governor. Like if you see someone doing like a sketchy deadlift, like let's stop right there.
Don't make 50-pound jumps if the last one was hard.
Yeah. Like, you barely made that. You jackhammered that up. Like, let's not go up 40
Call
pounds.
it a day.
Yeah. So probably try and have 2 coaches in there at busy times. But just bring the energy. It'll be a lot of fun. We'll have Rev that day, so we will have an option if you don't want to lift heavy weights. I really like this strength cycle. I have it all laid out. Again, I'm looking at the PDF. You guys have this in your newsletter. I'm going to attach it again for a third time, so you guys can download this. And the cool thing is when you download it, you can see what's coming up the next week for your strengths, and you can actually map it out kind of way out in advance. One thing that I'm probably going to do, and I'm going to do it slowly, I typically take Thursdays off, and we have deadlifts 4 of those Thursdays. I may like staple that onto a Saturday workout before, or just make Saturday like a deadlift day, so I don't miss half the deadlifts. So you can look at some lifts you may be missing if you typically take that day off, and then you can make it up too.
But it changes up a little bit every week.
It does.
What days? Yeah.
Yeah, it does. And I did it on purpose, but the deadlift does tend to fall on
Later in the week.
Thursdays and later in the week a little bit.
Yeah.
But I have the whole program mapped out for you guys. Not all the Metcons, but all the strengths. So you guys will be able to dive into that PDF, and you'll even be able to see the percentages you'll be lifting and the rep schemes too. So I tried to get pretty detail oriented with it, and I'm proud of how it turned out. So I think it's going to be pretty cool. Coming up in just 2 weeks is going to be our fall social, and it's at Echo. It's right down the road. Long time member Joe Bittinger.
Sorry, 3 weeks. 3 weeks. October 11th.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but by the time this comes out, it'll be in 2 weekends.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So that'll be at Echo Distillery. We are going to plan the party around the game.
The game's TBA. It's a team that's not as good.
Probably
so,
looking at a noon or 3:30 game.
Yeah. Hoping for the 3:30.
Yeah.
Just noon's a little
It's early.
early.
But we'll plan it around the game because it's going to be a bit of a viewing party. If it's a noon game, we will probably start it really close to that noon time.
Yeah, like right at noon.
Yeah.
And see if we can still get a food truck there.
Yeah, we should, because it does well when we're there.
Yeah.
And they have the ramen thing, so just
Yeah.
see if we can get someone to work it. If not, we'll get a food truck in there. So that's going to be a good time. We usually have a really good turnout, and the weather's been nice. You know, knock on wood, it's still fairly decent. We try and plan it early enough where that one is one where we can kind of spill outside a little bit.
Yeah.
Because they do project the game.
Yeah.
Well, if it's in the evening, but
And that will be a 3-hour party. Just so you guys know.
Yeah.
So come on time.
yeah.
They might stay open if there's a lot of people there. Like if it's noon to 3, they might stay open a little early.
Yeah. You guys are welcome to like keep hanging and stuff after we kind of close our tab and whatnot and buy your own drinks. It's not a big deal. Usually the party keeps going, so it does. But the time block is usually just for us to keep our tab in order and not get too crazy with that. But drinks and food are on us, especially if you get there on time.
That way we're not just buying you guys drinks. We can get some new equipment in here.
Yeah, exactly. But that is a fun one. We've had a really good turnout, over probably 100 people the last couple years. It's a laid back, chill party. I really enjoy it. Again, like that and the spring social are really fun in that way, where it's just, they're really chill and good times. So that's coming up just in a few weeks. Mark your calendars, try and clear it off. It's an away game, so there's nothing going on here. We'll have Team Tuesday the following week of that, October 14th. And then in November, so after
First Friday of November.
Yeah, first Friday of November, Hot for the Holidays is going to start. And I'm going to try and get a sign-up sheet out at the front desk Monday. But I think we may be able to do similar to what we did with Summer Shred, like an online.
That would be nice.
Yeah, I'm going to just try and get an online sign up, and I'll throw it in your newsletter and send you an email so you guys can sign up for it. But Kate's good at explaining like what Hot for the Holidays is. It's similar to Summer Shred. So it is
6 weeks total.
Yep.
But this one, we like to do like a partner one, and this is a partner one. So you want to choose your partner, and basically what we're looking for, participation every week. It's not really if you win the workout. That is cool. We love your effort. So we're looking at effort. Did you do the workouts? Did you try to get in better shape from wherever you're at? So if your goal is to gain muscle over this time, we're not going to dock you for that versus getting lean.
Yeah.
So it's not like weight loss. We're looking for body transformation. And are you really trying to achieve a goal over the most difficult time of the year? In my opinion, it's when all these holiday party. I mean, the summer can be difficult too, but like holidays, holiday parties, just a lot of events and social things to just try to continue getting your workouts in, eating healthy, and stay focused on your goal. So, when you're signing up, just let us know what the goal is. I mean, it could even be putting 30 pounds on your squat. And if you really make some great progress towards that during this time, because we are doing a strength cycle that will overlap a little bit with this, we think that's really neat. So we will announce the winners of the Hot for the Holidays party at our Christmas party, which is Friday, December 19th this year. And again, we're looking at body transformation, how much both of you participated. We have the partner workouts every Friday, and we'll run those just in classes. Yep. So what I'm looking for is before and after pictures. My information will be on the sign-up sheet, so you guys can just text. Texting is the easiest. Text me your before pictures and after pictures, and we just make the call. Yeah. Kind of vote between the two of us, discern who we feel deserves it. So I love to see people do this. It's just fun. It's something else to kind of create some energy in the gym and motivate you guys. So
I like this one because it's the hardest time of year for people to move the needle. It really is. So between November 7th and December 5th, when we're doing this, it is a real challenge to continue to improve fitness. The partner aspect that we added to it a couple of years ago, I think really helps with the accountability. Mm-hmm. So I really like when every Friday you have a date to do a focused workout and do it hard and put your time in with someone. It's just one day a week, but if you pulse that as part of your year every year, that time, worst case scenario, you're buying $35.
Yep.
Yeah. So you put your $35 in, and you go through, the 5 or 6 weeks of it, and you do that workout with your partner. You'll come out the other side minimally, probably in a little bit better shape, even if you just simply participate. And then in the worst case scenario, you haven't lost what you would have if you were, just starting to let off the gas. So this time of year, I'll always talk to people. It's a time of year where if you set yourself up now, when the spring comes around, regardless of your goal, if your goal is like the CrossFit Open, I think they have quarterfinals again, semifinals. Right now is where you're setting yourself up for that. If that's not your goal, if it is looking really good on a summer vacation or on spring break or whatever it is, again, this is the time to set yourself up. It's not necessarily getting super lean right now, but if you can train hard, pack on muscle, and have a good base, which is what we're doing with the strength cycle, when you start to turn up the heat in the spring, you're in a better spot to do it. Anytime I've gotten my best shape, like when we do Summer Shred or like the Open, it's because I really had a good fall.
Yeah.
before that, fall and winter, and I was like build a lot of strength up, and then you uncover all that muscle, and then you're ripped. Yeah. If you're chubby and you've lost a little muscle mass, you can lose weight, but you're not going to have the same kind of pop and effect. Yeah. So this is a big time of year, I think, to really
and that's
work
what
hard.
We try to do a lot on this podcast, is really just kind of advise you on how to balance your life. Like what just kind of seems natural with seasons, just seasons of the year, but then also seasons of your life as you're getting older, or you're navigating like having children for the first time or whatever. Just kind of what we've felt and learned over the years. Yep. and what we think is kind of healthiest for your mind, body, spirit. Like you want to go and you want to be able to be social, and you don't want to have to be super restrictive. That's not what this Hot for the Holidays is about. It's really more about like consistency and having a partner for accountability, because it's a lot easier in the spring. Everybody wants to get in shape, yep. But throughout the winter, you might be missing workouts here or there. Oh, I had this work event, or we had this party or this thing last night. I didn't feel like coming in. Well, still come in, still come in and do what you can, but like make it to the gym and be consistent. And I think we always, whether it's diet or workouts, you think you've got to be perfect, when really consistency is the most important. Yeah. Just that you show up.
Yeah, and that's what the Hot for the Holidays has really turned into.
Yeah.
Now, people who win it oftentimes, like,
they go after it.
Yeah, they will drop a bunch of weight. They'll get a tan. They'll do some, and
I mean, and
we'll give it to them.
Depending on how many people show up. I mean, usually the cash prize is pretty significant. What do you remember what it was last year?
I don't know, but a couple people can split, $1,000.
Yeah, I think it's usually around like close to $500 each. So that's motivating. Just keep in mind, you don't want to burn out at Christmas and then be like, I'm burnt out all year.
We've had prizes as much as $1,000 a person.
Yeah. So the more people that sign up,
yeah.
we just give all the money to the winners, same as Summer Shred.
It's just a pool. We're not making money off
it.
We're just pooling money and giving it back to you guys. So.
And just to piggyback off this isn't necessarily like on our sheet about training, but something we're going to have this year. We are going to have some donation boxes in the lobby. One of our members, Abby Mosier, works with a foundation to help children with like a wish list for Christmas. So I would love for you guys to look out for that. And I'd like to start doing this annually too, just a way to kind of help out the community. And I think it's an easy way for our members to help donate, whether you have time or just resources or whatever. And just looking more into like helping the general public, and then also our members. So when our members kind of go through a crisis, or we have another member, Alberto, that's been a great member. What's his last name again?
Laura.
Yep. Yeah. For many years, he is opening up a new bar in Lancaster, and you guys will see. We're going to try to put together an event for him maybe in a few months, but then also just to help support his bar. And that's what we did with Echo Distillery when they were opening.
Yep.
We just love to pull everybody together, and anyone that's trying to kind of do great things in life that needs a little help, a little leg up, really kind of pull from our community if we can to help them.
We support people who support us. So that's what we're all about. Like we all feed each other. So that's the big thing. Like with a community like this, like business owners, people here trying to make things happen. Like someone's looking for a job, I'm going to, walk them over to someone who's trying to hire, whatever it is.
And you guys have been great in the private members group with that. And then Cece, when she had that fire with her house, people helped out so much. It meant so much to her. And I just think we have a really great community. I want to keep doing that in our little corner of the world and make a difference in whatever way we can. So just be on the lookout for that. Both those areas to help out, and just generally in the community. But then we have the Thanksgiving WOD this year, November 27th. And what is the Thanksgiving WOD again? It's nasty.
It's fun, yeah. It's not as brutal as the Christmas one, which I'll talk about here in a second. So the Thanksgiving WOD is it goes down, it melts down. It's like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 rounds. but you have like Cindy rounds, and then you have, it's like wall ball and ab mat sit up, where you have like it's 4 Cindy rounds, and you have, I believe, wall ball and like knees to elbows, and then like maybe box jumps and sit ups, and then it ends with 50 burpees.
Okay.
It's good.
That.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's a lot of, it feels like a good one to do on Thanksgiving. You do a lot of core work.
So your stomach hurts and you don't want to eat that much.
Well, it makes it feel like you're like ripping your abs up a little bit, and it's hard. It's like, I don't know, a 20, 25-minute workout, and it's a good chipper style workout that you can come in, hit, get a good sweat, and then feel good about, eating a little extra food that day.
For the Christmas Eve WOD's more like 25 to 30, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. That one is. We do have a Christmas Eve WOD. We do like a Saturday schedule on Christmas Eve. We do a Saturday schedule on Thanksgiving also.
Correct.
Right? Yeah. So Saturdays 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
The Thanksgiving one is actually, I think both of those days, I have to go back and look. I believe it's only like 3 classes each day.
Okay.
It's
7,
like
8, 9.
like a 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
It's a pretty tight schedule. We're at
that
8,
makes
9,
sense
10.
because most people are out after that.
Yeah, so they're big classes. We'll have 25, 30 people at least in each class. So
make sure, especially on those days, you guys reserve your spots. That's where it really becomes important. And we are starting an initiative to like really try to get everybody to sign in. You're going to see the coaches start to like walk around before class, ask if you're signed in. Yeah. So please help us out with that. We're just trying to streamline everything we do here a little bit better on the business side, and kind of keeping track of everything.
You don't need to put your score in, but you need to sign in.
You can just sign in. Yeah. So especially on the Thanksgiving, November 27th, and the Christmas Eve, which
sign in ahead of time, cancel it, and if you're not going to show up, go to cancel that you're going to be there. It's going to be important in those, especially in those like holiday kind of classes. What I always talk about with whether it's the Rogue Total, the Thanksgiving workout, and the 12 days of Christmas. So it's all these special benchmarks that we have throughout the year and that we pulse throughout the year. And I don't know how many it is. It's especially if you include like Hot for the Holidays and Summer Shred, you get up into like 20 some dates or weekends or benchmarks that you're looking at throughout the year, at least that we try and participate in. If you can simply show up and check boxes and do it, you'll start to stack these years up. If you've been a member for a long time, you can compare times. And then what inevitably, at least I do, is when I know like that's coming up, like 12 days is coming up, like I'm not necessarily trying to PR it every year because, we've got a lot of years in here, and
you try to set yourself up where you're feeling good.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, hey, I want to, I definitely want to try and get down in the 26-minute range. Yeah. That I'm usually pretty fit when I'm in the 26-minute range. I don't want to eat it and get a 30-minute
just
one
like always
year.
Thinking ahead. And this is something I work with, again, kind of coming back to like schedules, but like on a more micro level, like, what I talk to my clients a lot about is like looking at the next 2 weeks. So how do you balance all of this out so you don't feel overwhelmed and crappy? So like, for example, we have our holiday party on the 19th. Oftentimes we'll go and kind of like try to like soothe how we feel the next day with food, with our friends, with the Santiago. Maybe this year we just kind of hang low with the kids, because then we have on the 24th the Christmas Eve WOD. So you're just trying to like kind of clean things up a little bit, not really have anything else that weekend. Just always kind of planning and looking at the next 2 weeks with how to balance things out, because it's really becoming overwhelmed with activities and obligations where we start to just lose our footing.
Yeah.
But then the other couple events that we want to talk about and let you guys know, we are doing that annual Santa party. We'll hopefully always keep that. We'll keep our kids believing in Santa so they're like 20. Sitting on his lap.
Hey, they're still into it.
They're still going
so,
strong.
Yeah.
So that's December 6th. That's on a Saturday. We usually start that around, I think we're going to go 4 to 8. We do have a bounce house here. We have dinner here. We had Z Cucino cater last year that went really well. So we'll have like wine and beer for the parents. But it's just a fun night for the kids. They really enjoy it. I think the parents can kind of relax a little bit. And
yeah, we have the bounce house. We do it here at the gym.
Yeah.
You get good pictures, really good pictures.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
We have
it's better than having to take your kid to like the Santa breakfast or
we did it in you know, as a service for you, but then also like what would I want if I was part of a community, because I don't really enjoy a lot of those events, and the kids don't enjoy it, but the kids have so much fun. They get a couple pictures. They go play in the bounce house. If you have younger children, you probably want to be in there with them. We do have like one childcare staff, but the older kids are usually okay to just kind of run around.
And we'll have the kids' room kind of open too, where they can hang out and play in there a little bit.
Smaller kids or they get overstimulated.
Yeah, we'll have that and stuff.
We have pasta here. I mean, we have like really palatable food for kids. So that's December 6th, Saturday, December 6th.
I like that for people too. That's served as kind of like a cool party and way to get together for people who may not come to the holiday party on the 19th.
Yeah.
If they've got, we have a lot of young, like, not like, we just have a lot of new parents with little kids and they have trouble maybe getting childcare to take, you know, get a whole night out. And that's a great one where you can just bring the kids, hang and socialize a little bit and be, you know, at one of these parties without getting a babysitter and going out.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And then we do have our holiday party again on a Friday, December 19th. That will be from 5 to 9. And we'll be at the Exchange. This might be our last year at the Exchange, so make sure you show up. We're kind of checking out different venues. And one of our top ones is actually where Brandon and I got married. So that we might move that more to like the short north after this. So make sure you guys come out for that if you can. It's a lot of fun every year.
Yeah, and I mean, we actually will just get like, we get a babysitter that night and get a room at the Hilton just so we can not worry about having to drive or anything. So that's never a bad idea. Uber, because it is, I mean, if you just go up Riverside, which is nice if you can just grab an Uber to there, and it's not too bad if you live somewhere close to here. And then the great thing is too, if you want to keep hanging out, where you're right in the middle of everything there at Bridge Park. So you've got the rooftop and the everything right there.
There's so many different little bars and stuff. So.
That's always our big one. We announce Hot for the Holidays winners, kind of recap the year.
Usually put together a nice video of some sort. So
good food.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
All that stuff. So
I feel like that's a real special one. I mean, I think they're all kind of like fun, but that one's special just the time of year. And but yeah, I think that concludes all of our events. Just be on the lookout for you know, some of the donation type things that we were talking about, like coming up in the holiday season. And I think that's it.
Yep. We will see you back next week. We're back on, so we should be on a nice little rhythm here over the next few weeks. See you guys.